Hi, this is Rachel Giroux, your homeroom teacher, Taylor. This message is for you and your learning coach. And I just wanted to show what things are looking like in your writing class. My understanding is that this is the last class that you need to graduate. Right now, your grade is a 6.5. It says overdue 20, but ignore that because if you look down here below, it says that you've got 5.26% completed. That is only 5 topics out of 95 have actually been completed. So let's go into the gradebook and take a quick peek in there. You'll notice that you have 17 out of 260 possible points at this point. So if you just kind of scroll down, you can see that the assignments that are zeroed out right now are assignments that needed to be completed at this point. And I'm not sure how far down your teacher, it looks like you have Mrs. Bellamy, has actually gotten in your course. But right now, this is all I see zeroed out. So assignment 1.01, 02, 03, and 04. So basically, unit 1. Let's go into the content and take a look at what that looks like. I am going to go into the introduction and see if it's in there. Okay, it is. All right, perfect. So here's your introduction. All right, that's where we can find all of the 1.01, 2, 3, and 4 stuff. Great. So you're just going to work from the top and work your way down. You'll just start by clicking on this. And you will notice that there are some arrows. They may be at the bottom of the page. There they are. And so you're going to want to read thoroughly. There's a scroll bar here. So make sure that you're reading it all. Okay. And there's always a breadcrumb trail that you can follow to get back to where you were. But more or less, if you just keep on arrowing, it will take you to the next lesson. Normally it works like that. If you have spoken with Mrs. Bellamy, I'm not sure if she wants you doing these discussions that are already passed. You might want to talk to her about that. I would try to schedule a time to meet with her. And I think that you could probably find her contact information here under course materials and right under teacher contact information. Perhaps not. Okay. Well, hopefully when you have Class Connects, you can just log into one of her classes and find her contact information there. The other thing I like to do is look at this course schedule. It generally has dates on it rather than looking at the overdue portion. Take a look at the full schedule. I say that because now you'll notice we have dates. So we can see when things were actually due. So this course started on Monday, October 31st. Okay. So we see check marks for things that have been completed. And for things that haven't been completed, we have a circle. Okay. So you can see that on November 1st, there was this writing assignment that did not get submitted. So you'd want to start right here and work on that. And then on November 2nd, these assignments had not been completed. You can tell by the dots. And then we have Thursday, November 3rd, Friday, November 4th. So I always recommend to students to just use this full schedule because you can just kind of go through from the beginning to the end. And I recommend that you right click and open your links in a new window. That way you don't lose your place over here. You'll still have this open and kind of know what it is that you're supposed to be working on. So anyway, hopefully that is helpful and will kind of get you going in the right direction so that you can see exactly what it is that you need to do. I'm going to continue scrolling down this schedule. I know that today is December 11th. So I'm going to go look for December 11th and just see how far along you're supposed to be in the class at this point. Okay, so at this point, you are on Unit 3.05. Okay, and what that looks like over in the content, I believe would be you're down here. Okay, so that means that you've got the introduction unit to complete. You've got the fiction writing, Unit 2, to complete. And you are currently in the poetry writing unit. Okay. There's a multimedia writing assignment, it looks like, maybe coming up. And it looks like that will probably be due before the end of the semester. The semester ends January 13th. So you've got a lot of catching up to do. So if I were you, I'd probably spend, 5 to 6 hours a day working diligently to get caught up. And you never know. In the next, if you did that for this week, and next week, if you really sat down and put your nose to the grindstone and worked 5, maybe even 8 hours if you took breaks, you might get caught up enough that you could actually enjoy your winter break and be able to come back and finish the rest of it. You just never know what it's going to actually be like until you get in there and you start working. Sometimes if you just kind of like get into a very productive work zone, you can get these classes done really fast. So I would not be discouraged. I would just work really hard, and I would definitely make it a point to be logging into your teacher's help room hours and using that help room time to work, especially because then if you have any questions, you can just ask right there in the classroom. So anytime you have a class or a help room being offered, go in there. Don't make any excuses. Just go in there. Even if you don't have any questions, plan on working during that period of time so that if a question does arise, the teacher is right there and you can ask. All right, well, that's my recommendation to you. I know that you're planning on graduating, so this is the time to do it. Now more than ever. I know you can do it. Just let me know if you need anything. Thanks.